I'll show you the pool side. Because of the light, there have been a lot of insects that is following the pool, so you have to clean the pool. So all these things, everything involves, I mean, see amount of cleaning we need to do, amount of cleaning, amount of dirt they have made, the cone things around. So it involves a lot of effort, manpower, and everything. So when we say that our cost of renting this thing out is, let's say, 1.1 lakh rupee, 1.2 lakh rupee, we calculate all these things, which normally, now the bigger the space, more effort you have to put in to keep it clean, the more manpower it is. For a smaller space, not only they are paying for the space, but the banquet owners do charge for all the cleaning charges. There are municipal, we have to hire the garbage can, the garbage vehicle from the municipal corporation of the town. So that involves a cost. They put the garbage truck out there outside near the kitchen. So every time we put all the used stuff and extra residues from the plates and throw it there. So that involves a cost. So you have to do pre-clean a day before. You have to clean it on that day after all the flower decorations and everything has been done. And then you have to post clean after the function is over. And so everything involves some kind of manpower. So if you add it becomes almost 5%. Yeah, almost 5% of the entire the rent of the banquet. So that is one. The electricity is another part. So all these things need to be taken care of when you are doing that. So you can see how it is getting cleaned. So you have to clean the pool also. So there are a lot of plastic packets that have flown in. A lot of insects have come down because there was light, and light would attract insects. So my entire this objective of making this video to show everyone that these are things that you should consider when you really want to start a banquet hall, or even you are hiring a banquet hall, and then judge that the amount you're paying is justified or not, or have you taken care of all your expenses correctly. It's not always about profit, it's not always about rent minus manpower you have minus electricity bill you pay. These are minute things that I think persons who have only run a banquet place or run a ceremonial hall would know and gone through it minutely, So please keep this in mind, and I think this would help you in managing your property, or even justify the cost involved in that. So when I do my calculations in terms of, I also think of, okay, how many people. So there have been situations when I let's say my rent of my this entire resort is X. Sometimes I can rent it out as 90% of X. Sometimes I can rent it at around 80% of X. It all depends of how many invitees are there, because more the number of invitees, more effort you have to put to clean it, and the type of programs they are doing. So not everyone, what I want to say is, my cost for all programs are not the same. So when my costs are not the same, my rent is also not the same. So people might come and say, okay, you have given him at this rate, why is my rate this much? Because the type of programs you are doing out here would require more effort for us to keep it clean, more space is required for this. though you are renting out the entire space, you might not be using the entire space. If you're not using the entire space, obviously for us also, we don't have to clean that entire space. There's a lot of depreciation that happens in terms of the grass and everything. So every time you do a program, 20% of the grass dies because of the footsteps and because of all kind of the stage you are creating in. You have to create a stage, you have to create it at least couple of days prior, so the grass is not getting the proper sunlight, the water and everything. So all these things involve small things. So say for example, if I rent out my banquet for a day at let's say 1,50,000, so maybe another person I'm renting at 1,20,000, maybe another person I'm renting at 1,10,000, all because I decide the price. I can give you my best price only when I understand the entire schedule of the program, when you understand how many persons you are doing it, which space you are utilizing, what are the programs you are doing, right?